This series, I talk about some of the greatest innings that I've seen and what makes them so special. This is a knock I vividly remember watching, and my word, was it one of the best. We're talking about Sehwag's 83 vs England in Chennai. The fact that Sachin scored an unbeaten century to guide India home, and this innings won man of the match, tells you all you need to know. First, let's look at the context of the innings and things in India at this time. This was in the aftermath of the Mumbai terrorist attacks. England were actually playing the ODI series at the time, and during the 5th ODI in Cuttack, images were shown of the famous Taj Mahal hotel in Mumbai being bombed. This almost got the test tour cancelled, with England going home, and there was genuine concern for the players' safety if England went back and toured. However, in the end, England made the courageous decision to return. Andrew Strauss talks about the duty of the game, and Ian Botham stated that England should tour to show that they don't allow terrorists to win. Eventually, after many discussions and security assurances, with teams having a ring of steel, the matches were going ahead in Chennai and Mohali, but there was still great unease at the tests going ahead. In the first match, England won the toss on the first day at Chennai and opted to bat. Alistair Cook and Andrew Strauss set to work. Whilst they got Cook for 50, Strauss made an excellent 100. However, England fell away of sorts after. Being 160 for 2, they could only manage 316, which was a good total but not insurmountable. Then on day 2, Graham Swan on debut in his first over, after Jimmy Anderson got Sehwag cheaply, dismissed Gambhir and Dravid to leave India at 38 for 3, and India finished day 2 on 155 for 6 after Flintoff got Tendulkar and Panesar took out VVS Lakshman. India were in deep trouble. Dhoni and Harbhajan rescued India somewhat with a 50 and 40 respectively, but India could only manage 241, trailing by 75. In England's third innings, India reduced England to 38 for 3, with Yuvraj the Paichaka getting out Kevin Peterson in their long-standing rivalry. However, an obdurate Strauss and Paul Collingwood hit centuries to lead England to 311. However, in a curious afternoon session on day 4, where England were pushing for declaration, they didn't seem to make an effort to go for it, and even went 109 balls without scoring a boundary. Now, on a late day 4 pitch, which was dusty and taking turn, and being set 387, which was the 4th highest chase in history. At that point, few would have thought India would win. This is when Sehwag came into his own. He started in true Sehwag style. Anything with a hint of width, he guided through the slips or simply just slashed over them. And then when Panesar came on and started with a full toss which went for 6, Sehwag just carried on throughout, whether it be spin or seam. It took him to miss a paddle sweep on 83, which he got off just 68 balls to finally be dismissed. India finished day 4 on 131 for 1 with 256 needed. What started out as an impossible chase now seemed possible, and India felt they were just one big innings away from winning the match, and England was shell-shocked. England got Dravid and Lakshman early the next morning, but Tendulkar and Yuvraj combined to take India home, and the rest is history. One of the most famous wins in Test match history. I think again what makes his innings so special is the situation he took India from being hopeless to one where they believed. You also have to remember that this isn't Test cricket as of 2025, where run a ball or strike rates of 70 and 80 are unheard of. In 2008, this was so out of the norm that even by today's standards, it would seem outlandish. So for Sehwag to do this and help India win the game, especially in these circumstances where the nation needed a great innings and a great victory, that for me is why it's one of the best. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Thanks for listening.